What's good, y'all? It's your boy Roc, and I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, man. Recently, I've been in a rut, you know, where I started questioning a lot of things, and for the longest, it felt like, what's going on? How can I get past this? How can I get back in the groove of being consistent? And then I realized that I was really experiencing burnout. And burnout is one of those things where it could really feel like depression. And I'm not somebody who normally deals with depression or goes through that for the most part, but recently it really felt like depression. And that's really the confusing part when it comes to burnout, if it's that I'm depressed or how long this is really gonna last. Because what I've learned as a creative, every now and then I go through these moments where I don't really feel like doing it. I don't really feel like getting on camera and talking. I don't really feel like coming up with video ideas, doing any of the things that come with being a creative. Like, y'all know I make music and I make content to post on YouTube and all these other social medias. And I feel like I do a pretty good job of not letting like my moods really show in the work, and like it doesn't really affect my quality and things like that. Like, I stay consistent, I stay strict on whatever schedules and which upload days that I want to upload. But sometimes to keep that schedule is super hard, but I gotta push through it. And because I built so much discipline, because I've been doing this for so long, it's got to a point where I will really beat myself up if I don't stand strong on my schedule and focusing on consistency when it comes to my content or being in the studio and dropping music. And beating myself up also digs me in a deeper hole when it comes to burnout. You know, I felt like this is one of the most common questions I get, and I speak about this a lot, that a lot of people are asking me, because like I said, I don't really let my moods really show in my work. For the most part, nobody will know if I'm feeling any type of way except for the people who are around me every single day. Maybe they'll just see through my actions or everything. But when I come into my content, or I'm in the studio, I just want to give it my all. Everybody who come across my content, I want to help. But what I learned was, going through this burnout moment right here, this was different. It felt like I wanted to quit. I felt like this wasn't for me anymore. For some reason, I felt like I was done. But what I realized, that for the longest time, through the time of being consistent and trying to grow on this YouTube platform, I've been really focused on SEO and the algorithm and things that have helped me grow and reach different levels. And what I realized through this moment of burnout, I got some clarity on this whole entire journey. And it was one thing that I learned, was that even though I was being myself in my content, I've always been who I am truly, maybe the content itself was something that I was not fully enjoying, because I was following what would work in terms of the algorithm. What would the algorithm favor? Looking at psychologies of people and thinking, well, what would they click on? What would help? Because I always felt when I got into content that I had value to offer. I felt like I could help so many people. I just needed it to get in front of people. So the best way I knew to get it in front of people is to go ahead and study the game and understand, what can I do on the back end? What tags can I do? What titles can I use to go ahead and really reach the people that I feel need my content? But through that, I felt it wasn't allowing me to just be myself in terms of what content I was gonna make, but having to actually look at keywords and see what titles I should make around certain keywords, instead of what video do I want to make, what mood am I in right now, and then build a title around that. And if it's not filled with keywords, if it's not super optimized for the search engine and all that type of stuff that none of y'all even care about anyway, but just being authentic to myself. Another thing I learned was that when I would go live, a lot of y'all that came into my live streams, y'all know that I just talk about anything. I come on there with a title, I would just talk. And then y'all ask questions and we just have great conversations. And that's what I decided that I wanted to bring to the long form. And it's because of this burnout moment and feeling like, oh, I want to quit and not wanting to really keep going, I was able to really take a step back and understand what I really want to do when it comes to making content. During this burnout moment, content became something that was like, oh, I gotta film. I only want to film the minimum amount of videos. If I need 2 long form videos for the week, I'm just gonna film the 2 and then I'm done. I don't want to film any more than I really have to. Not really enjoying the actual process of filming and even editing sometimes. So through this moment of burnout, this felt like one of the hardest burnout moments I hit, but it felt like it was very needed. I usually run straight through these burnout moments. I usually just keep going no matter what. I usually just say, okay, I'm just gonna keep going. It's gonna pass by, and it always does. Maybe a week after, maybe 2 weeks, a couple days, whatever it is, it'll just pass by as I just continue to push through. It's the same mentality when I'm making music. Like, I look at writer's block. A lot of people heard about writer's block. The way I look at writer's block is that I just gotta keep writing. I gotta keep on being in the studio and just playing more beats. That the beats that I've been playing just haven't been for me, and that I'll just work my way way out of that writer's block moment. And it's the same way I go about content or anything that I do in life. But this burnout moment just went so much further. But like I said, I'm happy it happened because I was able to learn and get more clarity on my direction and where I want to go in terms of content. And what I've learned is that I got a lot of value to offer, and I just want to package it in a way that I can help as many people as I possibly can, and I can just be myself and make the videos that I want to make and just enjoy this process as much as I can. And so if you're going through this burnout moment right now, you're in a rut, you feel like it's over for you, you don't know how you're going to get to the light at the end of that tunnel, try to just look at what is it that you're doing and understand, well, what is it about what I'm doing that possibly could be burning me out even faster. Maybe you might be hitting this burnout wall more often than you used to. Maybe you can evaluate what you're going through and what you got going on. You can figure out a way to do it in a way that fits better for you, and it can allow you to continue to keep pushing forward and maybe hit these burnout moments even less. Because like I said, we gonna hit these burnout moments no matter what we doing. If we in the gym, we creating, or we working a 9 to 5, we gonna hit these burnout moments and we not gonna feel like doing it. But it's just about understanding how can we make what we love be exactly what we love as much as possible, so that we can maybe not hit these burnout moments as often, and when we do hit these burnout moments, we don't hit them as hard, and we don't really have to have these moments of feeling like I'm done and I want to quit. But yeah, man, I hope this video helped a lot of y'all out, and when you hit these burnout moments, you're able to understand what it could possibly be that's actually burning you out, and that you can just grow from it and you can continue to level up and be yourself. Peace, y'all.
He got an alibi and he won't abide to no law. I know it's fucked up, but he won't hesitate to go send a nigga to a law. Young nigga with rag ties in the back of a Maybach. Put in work, whole fam gon' eat. I been going to work on eat, all grind, no sleep, I stay low key. And you know I be rolling with killers, they really gorillas. Only the realest, you know that we winning. I feel like I